What is good, YouTube? I don't know if you can tell, but I don't sound the best. I feel like death. So like the video, it kind of helps out the algorithm. It gets my videos pushed out, so you guys keep watching them, keep doing what you guys do. You guys are awesome, lovely people. Uh, Anyways, it is Sunday. Yeah, is it Sunday? Yeah, it's Sunday, February 1st. Ooh. Oh, hold on, guys. Calendar's busted. Today, we're going to be doing some philosophy reacts. We're going to be looking at some philosophical, deep conversation stuff today. Seniors versus Children, Middle Ground by Jubilee.
But basically, you think you require money to be rich.
Well, you can also be rich in love. I feel like I'm already rich in happiness.
Good.
Because I have nice friends. I have
Dude, yo, can we get a load?
because
Look at this fella. This lady, she's having a good old time. She's like genuinely trying to read this girl. This motherfucker does not look like he wants to be here. He's like looking at this girl and he's like, ugh, it's people like you that make me sick back in my day. He's probably just thinking to himself, he's like, damn, I hate this little girl. Oh my, like he does not look hold up, bro. Let me show you, bro. Look at this guy. He does he does not look happy. That's insane, dude.
I have nice friends. I have a nice family, and I have a pretty nice life. I'm actually pretty spoiled.
Don't tell your mother and father, right?
Okay, he's smiling a little bit. Nine-year-olds versus 90-year-olds. Oh my gosh. Okay, so they got a little.
I am afraid of death.
Oh, yo, the question of a lifetime, dude. As like a little kid, I don't know how often you're thinking about that. Like when I first started becoming like self-aware and like realizing that someday I'm going to die, I was like, fuck. I want to say the very first time I remember it, I want to say I was in like 3rd grade. Around that time, there was this movie called Twilight. Me and my grandma, we would watch this movie. Breaking Dawn Part 2 had come out. It was either Breaking Dawn Part 1 or Part 2. Me and my grandma, we were watching this movie. It was something we watched together. And like some of the shit that was happening in this movie, I was like, dude, like, and then like the song by that one chick. All right, that's enough of that. Towards the end of the second movie, it's like showing all the characters and whatnot, all the adventures or whatever that they've gone on throughout the years, and like that song just playing, and I'm like, I remember listening to the song, and I was like, wow, this hits on like a different type of level, and I was just like it was literally in this house, like not even a room or two down from like where I was watching it with her. I was just laying in this bed, like looking at my grandma, and I was like, damn, like someday my grandma's not gonna be here anymore, and then like that scared me. It happens with other stuff too. Middle school time, I was thinking heavy about death, and it wasn't even like no emo shit, whatever. It was like genuine like fear. It would only happen whenever I think about it. Like if I concentrated on it like hard enough, or like if I heard something just right, or if like I was thinking about something just right, that's when I'd start thinking about it. I remember whenever the song Never Forget You came out, like what, 2015, 2016, I was like, dude, I can't be listening. Like I used to get like panic attacks in the car, and I'd be like, yo mom, can we like turn the radio off or something? Or I'd like try and plug my ears because I didn't want to like let my mom know. It was like scaring me, or I didn't want her to think I was weird. It doesn't hit you, but it does. Like it hits you at like certain level. Little kids, they're still focused on like little kid shit, like going to recess and hanging out with their friends and like they think about death like maybe like a couple times whenever they first become like self-aware and like everything's not so vibrant and colorful anymore. Over time, like they start thinking about it. Like older people, depending on the circumstances, I feel like they think about it. I feel like older people don't think about it as much, and if they do think about it, they're like looking forward to it, I guess. My great grandma, she's like a die-hard ride or die, almost guaranteed spot up on that hill with Jesus, dude. And like I respect it, but some of the she be saying, dude, I'd be like, yo, like, calm down. She'd be like, oh, I'm not afraid of death. I know where I'm going. And like, we'll be in the car. I'm just like, yo, like grandma, I love you. I love you, granny. You my girl, but stop threatening my life. Like, I got a life to live. And nothing against that, you know? Like, if you don't fear death, like, I'm religious too. But I'm not like, oh man, I could die right now and I'll be okay. Yeah, that's like in the back of my mind. Until that day comes, like, that's not something I want to think about, you know? I'm still young. I'm only 21. I just turned 21 this year. Like, I just did a video on that. Like, I still got life to live.
Okay, I want to sit in the middle. I'm in the middle.
Like, I feel like life is really short and you have so much
Hold up, bro. Let me go get a damn jacket. Why I got a cold, bro. Give me two. All right.
to achieve in that period. And in that short period, you need to show the world your purpose. Yeah, it's like,
I don't think it's about showing the world your purpose. It's like, it is true that like life is on like one side of things, it is super short. Are you thinking about things from the glass half empty or the glass is half full side of things? Sometimes I'll be feeling like that too. I'll be like, damn, like I've got so much to do in this short amount of time, and like I don't know if I'm gonna be able to accomplish it before like my time's up. On the other side of things, I'm like, man, like I got all the time in the world. I can get this done. Like, even though people live to be like 100 and the average lifespan isn't 100. I'm pretty sure like way back, dating even to like biblical times, people was only living, like expecting to live to like what, 20, 30 maybe max. Imagine how they felt. We're over here freaking out talking about some, oh, life's too short, but meanwhile people back then, they was just like, yep, well, this is life. But yeah, I do get what he's saying. Like, being 21 and like dealing with what I got going on in my own life, and like thinking about everybody else's lives and what they got going on, perspectives and like context of things mean a lot. And you know, like, you don't know what's going on in people's lives. You have no idea when you're gonna die. Like, ideally, I would love to live till the ripe old age of like 100 if I'm healthy and I'm like looking good and I'm feeling good. But you know, later today or tomorrow or maybe even like a week, 2 weeks, a month, several months from now, something could happen. Not just me, any of you, like, this could happen to. Something could happen. We have no idea. Things could happen like this, bro. I've been seeing stuff on the news. I've been seeing stuff with like celebrities. Like this chick from I was at work the other day. This chick from Beetlejuice and Home Alone, bro. She died. I seen that when I was at work. She died that day, bro. She died like what, yesterday, a day ago. And I was like, bro, that's insane. And she was what, only 70? It is crazy. You're trying to like figure out your purpose in life and walk amongst these people.
I actually had a close-death experience not that long ago, and that was scary, so I'm gonna say it is even scarier to actually have it happen.
Well, death is probably gonna be scary for me because I'm a crybaby.
I feel like death is gonna be scary for everybody, no matter like how you look at it. Like, whether you're a crybaby, whether you're stone cold, whatever, like you will in some way, shape, or form be fearful of death, unless you are the people like my great grandma, for example. You just don't have a reason to fear it because you know for sure. And it's not even like I fear it because I don't know where I'm going. In my head, I'd like to think I know where I'm going, but you know, he knows my path. I don't. I also know I do some pretty dumb shit. At the end of the day, the one thing we all have in common is that we are all going to die. If you were just like walk this life living in fear, like constantly thinking about how, damn, I'm gonna die. And I'm gonna be honest, like I do that myself right now. And it definitely is scary at times, especially whenever I get to thinking about it really hard. I could be sitting back in my recliner or like just chilling on my couch, just thinking, or I'll just be listening to music or like walking, or I'll be at work. And if I'm like thinking, and I'm just like thinking really deeply, and I'm like trying to think happy thoughts, and then all I can think about, hold on, I'm gonna try not to like think too hard about it right now. All I can think about is the fact that like the people around me like are gonna die. My loved ones are going to die. It's so scary, but yet it's like it's sweet because, you know, if you love them, you're going to mourn them despite all the good, the bad, whatever. My uncle, he died, or my great uncle I should say, he died like a few years ago. I remember hearing that and I was shook. I was like trying to be calm, and like my brothers were crying and And I was like, damn, like that's insane. And he was going through some health stuff. I felt like he was bouncing back. Like we had talked to him right before we had went on this this little Halloween trip or whatever, and he was doing fine. As bad as his health was, I was not expecting him to go. And it was like, damn, like that's somebody that I know. Then we had like his funeral and whatnot, and like we got to like see him. And the first time, like I had walked around and I looked at him and I was like, oh, like I'm sorry you're gone. And I was going to look at all these photos and stuff. My brothers are here, my family's here. They're all like crying and looking at him and stuff. My mom, she pulls me off to the side and she's like, come here. And I'm like, what? Come look at him. Come with me. You need to see him. I get up to him and we're getting closer. Oh my gosh. Hold on. Let me lock in for a second. And like I'm looking at him and I'm like, damn, like he looks good. I'm like looking at his lifeless body. I'm looking at him in these clothes and I'm just like, I'm breaking down crying. I'm bawling, dude. Throughout the years, I felt like there was a wedge divided between me and my great uncle. As I got older, we were warming up to each other. And so for him to just be gone like that, it felt like something was taken from me that I cannot get back.
I can barely handle heights. If you wanted me to like be on a roller coaster, I will be crying even before it started.
Yeah, but like the thing is that if you don't take risks, how will your life journey be rewarding? Like if you guys are afraid of heights, what if you try to overcome it? And what if that makes your life more memorable?
I tried to, but I kind of did enjoy it, but at the same time, it felt like I'm about to die.
Now can I have the disagreeer step forward?
Hello, disagreeers.
Death is part of living. It happens to everybody, to some people sooner than others. But the important thing is to try and live your life how you think you want to live it.
I don't know how I am.
It's not an easy thing.
Well, in her defense, it's like they're only 9 years old. So they're, like I said, they're not thinking about the fact that they're all going to die later on in life, whenever that is. They're like I said, they're thinking about recess, they're thinking about school, they're thinking about their friends, they're thinking about this, and this. You don't have to know what you want in life at 9 years old. When I was in third grade, I thought I was going to be a artist. In middle school, I thought I was going to be a photographer. I thought I was going to be a writer. In earlier parts of high school, I wanted to be a YouTuber. I stopped doing that for a little bit, and then I wanted to try it again, then I didn't. And now I'm doing it again, plus my job that I currently have, which is not art. I'm not in college. Honestly, my job kind of just like fell into my hands because of my best friend. I needed a job and he gave it to me. And because of that, I've got a job that I'm probably going to stick with for a while.
You lose someone you love, you learn to live without them. And hopefully you gain something from your relationship with those people.
I agree with you. And I honestly thought that I was ready for death until if I'm like bleeding, I'm already like scared and crying, and I'm already thinking that I'm dying.
Man, I pray that I really want to, God willing, I really hope that I go out on a peaceful note, or that it happens quick. You know, some people, they like die in fires, drowning is not something that I wish upon anybody. Like some of the ways people die, whether it be natural or unordinary, I wish we would all go out on a peaceful note. That's how my great uncle went out. He died in his sleep. I just want to like have some accomplishments in my life and look around me and be peaceful, and then like just die in my sleep. But then like I'm a deep thinker, so like I feel like if I felt like I was gonna die soon, or if I was afraid that I was gonna die soon whenever I got older, put myself in like fight or flight mode and like try and force myself to stay awake.
I'm already bleeding.
But death is just a part of life. I equate death sometimes with a tree. What is happening to the trees now with their leaves?
They're falling.
They're falling, that's right. They're getting...
As she was saying this, another movie that used to get to me a lot was this. It was actually like a comedy / drama. It's called 1,000 Words. Eddie Murphy plays in it, and it's exactly about what she's talking about. It's about like a tree and like the leaves falling off. Eddie Murphy's character, he's like taking for granted his life and whatnot. This person puts some type of curse or spell or something on him, and every time he talks, a leaf falls off the tree, and once all the leaves fall off, he's gonna die. Same, another comedy / drama, Click. That one used to scare me too. It's random that would just get me, dude.
Ready for new leaves to come in the springtime. And it's just a natural part of life.
Yes. Okay.
Now that I'm getting to my twilight years, I am wondering what is going to happen after I pass away. And that is the...
I think my biggest thing to think about whenever it comes to this is like, when I die, I want to make sure that my family is okay. I want to make sure that all my affairs are in order, so that way I'm not passing dead off. I remember being in history class and I heard about one of our presidents who, like, before he died, he was like hella rich. He burned all of it, left his kids with nothing, so that way they could go through what he went through. When I was in history class, I was like, I want to do that. You know, I want my kids to earn that. But on the other end of things, it's like, I don't want, like, life's only getting harder. I want my kids to earn, and I want them to understand that life isn't easy, but I don't want them to struggle. Every time I think about me dying, it's like, is my family going to be okay? And then I'm like, what's my family going to think? How are they going to feel? On the other side of things, it's like, who cares? Like, I'm going to be dead. Why should I be worried because my family is going to be sad? That sounds terrible, but like, it's true. It's like, there's nothing I can do about that. Just like there's nothing that they can do about that if something happens to them. I think about that all the time. I think about, like, if something like that happens to my siblings or my grandparents, or like if somebody goes before me, even my close friends, like my day ones, dude.
The thing that I think about more than anything else, I'm not a believer of God, and I always just wonder what is the purpose of being born and what is going to be the hereafter. That is something, of course, no one will be able to give you an answer on that, but I do believe in reincarnation. I feel that I'm coming back to Earth as maybe a newborn, or maybe as an animal or something like that.
In our religion, we have something called karma. So it's your good deeds come back to you, and your bad deeds in the afterlife come back to affect you. And that's why I feel like the period you have from like being a child, growing up, you know, just progressing through life, it's so important. But still, like, that thought lingers in the back of my mind. Is there something that will come to affect me?
Well, you know, my son-in-law's father died, and I flew back to Oklahoma City for his funeral, and I did not see one wet eye in that funeral service.
Oh my gosh, dude. Yo, this is what I want for my funeral, dude. I just hate the idea of funerals. Like, whenever we went to my great uncle's funeral, like, yeah, it was like sad, and we had our like fair share of like sad times, but like it was mainly like kind of upbeat and like happy from what I remember anyway. We wasn't playing no funeral music. We was playing the music he listened to. We was lively. We was happy. Me and my brother, we dressed up in his clothes, bro. We pulled up to the funeral. I was wearing this blue button-up shirt with cars on it. I was wearing some freaking booty shorts, because that's what he liked to wear. Like, he wore these tank tops and these booty shorts and some Crocs. I wore some blue Crocs, and so did my brother. And we did a little pose. I got my hair done. It was about honoring him, you know. I wasn't trying to be like, damn, like, this is sad. Me and my brother, like, we was having a good time. Like, yeah, he's gone, he's not here. The moment to be sad came and passed. I wanted to try and lighten the mood, and I felt like we did that.
Everybody was laughing, joking around, because that's the way that Paw lived. And I left there thinking, I don't want people crying over me. I want them to be happy for me and happy for themselves.
If you go to see, let's say, a gravestone, and there's a dash between 1900 and 1970, the most important thing is that dash.
What happened during that dash?
Yes.
The time that you lived and what you were able to accomplish, and what kind of a legacy did you leave to your family and your heirs is very, very important.
I have been in love.
Okay.
Opposite this time. It's opposite this time.
Exactly. Man, them little kids, they don't know shit about love. They're only 9 years old. Man, they probably got girlfriends and boyfriends at the wazoo.
Unless you're counting family members.
Oh, God. Look at this guy. Oh, and another one
neither
stepping
one
up.
of you are married.
No, it's love in a different way.
Yeah, the little kid, like, eh. They're like, ew, gross, love, ugh. Whatever.
Love is it's such a interesting force. It brings people to...
Man, I like how mature this little kid is, bro. Like, props to this kid, whoever his parents are, shout out to them.
Together, it separates people, but like
Very
still,
mature
yeah,
for
of
his
course. I have close ones, and I do dearly love
But
them.
love can also be that dagger in your heart.
My God, yeah, you're totally right.
Well, for me, yes, love can be hard because for me, loved ones, we usually fight more than I fight with a normal person. But for me, that just shows that you really love them. Like, I love my family because they're really nice to me and they really care for me.
Wow, that's a very interesting way to look at that. I've never thought of it like that. Like, if I'm arguing with a family member more than I argue with like just an average person, then I truly love them. I've never thought of it like that. I think the opposite, actually.
For me.
That's wonderful. But what if they did not treat you nicely?
Well, they're still my family. I still gotta
And you
love
still
them.
love them. That's right.
Yeah.
I am very fortunate. I've been married to this lovely woman for 63 years.
Man, I'm glad we got the confirmation on that. I was really wondering if these two are married or not.
Wow.
Oh my God.
So that is virtually a lifetime. We have 3 daughters, 7 grandchildren, and 3 great-grandchildren.
Wow.
Somebody asked me, how is it that you managed to be married for 63 years? And I answered, love is a different story. Love is a person who cares about you, you care about that person. If you're married a long time, you experience a lot of things. And some of them are very difficult, and a lot of them are really wonderful. So I always told our children, you have to make time for all the good times.
I love my family, my parents, my pets and everything. But when people say like in love, I've like never
She's probably thinking of like having a deep, affectionate feeling for like a significant other. She's not, I think she's thinking about it differently than like these two or even these two. I don't know how she's thinking about it, but I don't know. She's probably thinking about it too deep.
had like a crush or anything. I've never had like a boyfriend or girlfriend.
Yeah, see, so she's thinking about it from the other side of the coin. She's like, oh, well, I'm only 9 years old. Like, I don't know what being in love feels like. And she probably won't. She probably won't experience that until like, probably like late middle school, early high school. Middle school in general, you're just there to f around, dude. Like, you're just there, middle schoolers do not know what they want, bro. I could talk to my little brother right now, and his ass, he probably thinks he's in love or has been in love in middle school, but he probably ain't, bro. He won't know anything about that until he's in high school.
No. I feel glad that I'm not in love yet because I don't at all feel ready. I want to be those people who...
Yeah, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. You only got a few more years to go until you're a teenager, but you know, like, love does have this hold on you, and it definitely is a deep thing. Love is one of those like enigmas to me, dude. Like, it's one of the things I do not understand.
don't have a crush and nobody has a crush on them. Because that's weird. Like, that makes me...
Man, I wish I had this mentality, dude. This is like prime kid energy. Like, this is the perfect example of a kid. I wish I could like remember the days of being like, I don't know anything about girls.
Probably makes people think that I'm cool and then it makes them have a crush on me. And
Yeah, that could be true in some instances. Some instances they'll probably be like,
oh wow, you don't believe in like falling in love or anything like that.
And then that person could develop a crush on you because of that.
and they'll get crushed on me and then I'll have like an army of 20 boys following me around. I'm like, ah.
Do you think that in the future, the love that your family gives you is equal to that of a love that a partner would give you? Like, these guys definitely love each other so much, and I think
The love that your family gives you is a lot different than the feeling of love that your significant other gives you. Like, my mom can love me so much, but that doesn't hold any kind of weight to the level of love that I have with a partner, you know?
the love of your guys' family plus your guys' connection with each other were the reasons you guys got through hard times together.
I mean, it could be true that they love me as much as my family, like in 6 years from now when I actually start dating or something. The love and the things your family teaches you are really like gonna stay with you forever, even though a lover might not.
People are mostly good.
I disagree. I believe in second chances, and I believe that people have the opportunity to be good. They have the opportunity to do good, but I do not say that most people are good. I feel like half, if not more, of the population is bad, and a small percentage is good. Some little kids are also just like gullible, you know, like I don't want to be that way, but it's like you're a little kid, you don't know any better. You know, you're not thinking about like, damn, everybody around me is terrible. But again, it's also about perspective.
I think that deep within everybody, there is good inside them.
Okay. Neil, you got it. You got to simmer down. You're making me want to flip. I see what you're saying, Neil. I do. You're a smart little 9-year-old dude. You're not right about this one. Maybe you are. Would I say that most of the people are bad? Or would I say that most of the people are good, but they choose to do bad things? I don't know.
Except it's with some people, they haven't found themselves yet in life to be able to show their goodness.
I would like to think that everyone is good, but when I look at the news, for example, a family completely annihilated just a few days ago. Where was the goodness in that man who murdered these people?
So,
I like totally agree with Neil. I feel like they can be born good, but they just choose to do bad things. Like on the other side, like I see exactly where Gwen's coming from. I like to believe that people can be good, but on the other end, it's like you'll see stuff on the news about like ICE or about like Jeffrey Epstein or about like Sean Combs or about this or about that. And it's like there's no shot that you're good or ever were good, you know?
addressing that, you guys have all probably faced bullying, right?
Oh, yes.
So,
Oh, these guys? Yeah. Yeah. This lady, she probably went through the ringer, dude. This guy probably was in war, maybe. Probably had to deal with some bull. And this lady, for the time, you know, women were not the most tolerated or listened to back then. So her and this lady probably went through it.
the person who bullies another person, they have something that's affecting them, whether it be like their personal issues, issues with their family.
I agree with what Neil's saying, but I don't think that justifies it. I think it only goes so far, you know, because something happened to you doesn't fully, you know, give you the right to what's the word, inflict said trauma onto somebody else, you know.
And that kind of, in the future, makes them resort to means that aren't good. And sometimes it's not their fault. It could be of their mental health issues. It could be because of the background, like if they've been abused when they were young. Just because you do bad things in the future, you annihilate
this Neil kid, dude. Good. Kudos to the parents, bro. Kudos to the parents.
Commit crimes. I don't think that means that you're a bad person. I just think that means you're not showing the good side of you. You're showing the bad side.
A lot of it could be a mental illness, too. And there are a lot of people who have that mental illness, and therefore can't show their good side.
There are a lot of good people, and you may be right. Maybe everybody has the ability to be good, but some people don't exercise it. And again, there are people who, I think, somebody kills someone, of course they're sick. That's got to be.
I feel like if you kill once you kill somebody, whatever was good in you died. And maybe it still is in there, but it's like very little. It still doesn't justify it. But even if it's in self-defense, that's more understandable. But if you're just going around like killing somebody for the fun of it, something's not clicking up here.
Something mentally wrong that you're going to kill somebody. 45 years ago, we were followed home. And when we got home, we were held up with a gun. And he said he was going to kill me. So he took my ring and took
me. Like, this, dude. This is what I'm talking about. World we live in. She got robbed. I hope she got her stuff back. I don't believe in the use of firearms unless absolutely necessary, but I do plan on getting some. One, like I said, crazy times we live in, crazy world we live in. You never know what's gonna happen. And then on top of that, times are different. When I was a little kid, I could go outside and be gone for X amount of time and not have to worry, like my parents, grandparents, not have to worry about a thing. You wouldn't be able to do that now. I'd probably get like a bat, some type of knife, baton of some sorts. I definitely want some type of handgun and a shotgun. I do not think I need an AR or a sniper rifle to defend my home, just yet. Maybe if this is like the apocalypse or I'm living out in the middle of nowhere and for some reason I'm just getting bombarded by a bunch of people, but I don't see the need to have all that.
My husband's car keys, and right now it's worse. The children are not safe. Our children are our future. If they're not safe, who is? And it's not getting better. They're not, it's
what she doesn't know is that it's actually partially the children, some of the children are the problem. They're like vaping, they're doing gang related now more than I would say back when I was growing up. I would say a bunch of wannabe shit. I'll see this shit on like online about like why in this, why in that. It's always the same goofy ass picture, bro. They got the ski mask, and my lights just cut out. That's nice. They got like the ski mask, the guns, and the money, and they're like doing some type of fast pose, like ooh. It's like, bro, you're not cool, bro. I'm probably gonna get clowned on it. People are probably gonna be like, oh, you ain't black, like you're just saying this because you're like white or some care, but you're not cool just because you're flexing that you got a gun, bro, or that you're wearing a stupid mask.
happening more and more. It's horrible. So no, I don't think it's safe now.
Well, for me, I kind of disagree because, yes, there is good in people, but
I feel like she's either saying this because she's dealing with personal stuff at home or because she's getting bullied.
people can be very bad, and whether we like it or not. Because for me, I do have a bad side. It might be just because I get like angry really easily, but I can think mean thoughts too. But I try.
It's different because one, she's 9. 2, it's like this right here gives off the impression that she is a good person, but she's on the counter side of it. Even though she's saying that she disagrees and that like she's bad or whatever and she thinks bad things. If she's willing to admit that she can do wrong, then that to me is giving off more of the impression that she is more within the light in the world than the dark.
Not to say it. I get mad easily, whether you believe it or not. I will literally scream at you. One time when my friend was called a brat, I was about to go full crazy on that person, but instead I tried to be nice.
Bro, I thought she said that.
But I couldn't help it. I was like,
I do think there is mostly good people in the world. Actually, everybody in the world is good, but the bad people just want to show their bad side. So then they're just the bad people that we think about when we think bad people, because they did things they weren't supposed to, and they did it because they wanted to.
I was always taught to the golden rule.
Treat
others the way you
want to be treated.
That's right. I would like to be treated kindly, and I would hope that people are teaching their children that.
I would love to be rich.
I would love to be wealthy. I would not love to be rich. I feel like if I was rich, I would just be this like dickhead. And then like, they say like, money buys happiness or whatever. And like, I don't want to be one of those people. Not saying that would happen to me. And I don't even know if this will happen. But if it does, I don't want to be put in that category of like, I think that I'm better than somebody or forget where I come from. Because I know where I come from. Ooh. 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 Yo. Them elderly people are dogging, bro. That lady, that little girl, you see her? She was about to, and then she was like, oh, scared. Oh.
Well, for me, I'd love to be rich.
I wonder if it's because of like, depending on what time they grew up in, this could have been like Great Depression or like because of like the robbery that she said happened. Like, I'm so curious.
Because like, let's say I have like $1 million. I can invest in stocks first, and then I can like start like a business, and then I can make like more money, and then the more money that I get, I can also help other people. Like I can help poor people, I can donate.
The mindset, but you're 9 years old. You know, 9-year-old you's way different than like 12-year-old you or 14-year-old you. You know, you could have a different change of heart. You could get all this money right now at 9 years old, and the next day your family takes it from you, and that makes you want to do other money doesn't necessarily mean good.
And I can also help out myself and other people.
But basically, you think you require money to be rich.
Well, you can also be rich in love, which
But you can be rich in other things.
Oh my gosh, yo, see, I'm thinking like how she just said it to her. Like, wow, that's crazy. I just got humbled. I'd love to be rich. Yeah, I'd still love to be rich. You know, mind, body, spirit, all that.
And what you have.
like a great personality too.
Yes, I think I am rich because I'm blessed with a wonderful family.
I think that a lot of times what happens, people think of accumulating wealth, which is a sign of happiness. And happiness to me is, there's one word, it's contentment. If you are content with your life and what you're doing, I think you're then very, very happy and very, very rich.
I feel like I'm already rich in happiness because I have I have nice friends, and I have a nice family, and I have a pretty nice life. I'm actually pretty spoiled. Well, actually.
But don't tell your mother and father, right? Where are you going, Jack?
I'm going to help Gwen. All right, well, I was going to, all right, that's all right.
Thank you. You are truly a gentleman. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. I'm going to steal it.
You're going to try.
Okay, well, I think it would be cool to be rich, but when I think of rich, I think of kind of selfish people with golden cars, mansions, show off.
Yeah.
When I think of rich people, I think of kind of mean people.
Not all rich people are mean. I mean, I know that's not what you meant, but
You know, she says this, but I could see her being spoiled even more than she already is.
I know that you only think about the mean rich people, but not everybody that is rich is mean.
Yeah, but I mean, like, most of them are like show off because they're like, I have so much more money than you. I have a mansion, I'm a millionaire. No, I don't like mean people, so that is not really what I like.
One of my favorite authors, he said, it is with the heart that one can see rightly. What is essential is invisible to the eyes.
Bro, this kid, bro, is so fucking smart. Like, who is raising this kid? Like, bro said, my favorite author. Like, my author, and then starts quoting the book, bro, the author. Like, oh my God.
So I think money is materialistic. And as you said, materialistic
Dude, there's no way this kid's 9 years old.
things in my life don't matter to me. It's more of trust, your friends, your support system, your family, things that matter to you, things that can only be seen with the heart, not with.
You know, I feel like I'm the same way. I'm not gonna lie. You know, like as much as I desire money and to like be free of like some of the debts that I've gotten myself into and some of the hardships that I've put myself in, I feel like I think the same way as little Neil over here. You know, I could be damn near broke, but I'll spend every last dime that I've got to get one of my friends a gift or like a something to eat, or like I just like given to my people, you know, whether that be friends or family. Eventually, I would like to do that to people who aren't just friends and family.
With your eyes.
I like that, and I agree with you.
Life is difficult.
I literally just had this conversation with like 2 of my friends and my mom, like not even a couple of days ago. I feel like life is difficult. It's meant to be difficult, especially I don't express it enough or as openly as I should, but if you're religious, I feel like life is meant to be difficult, you know. If there's a heaven and a hell, then and we're somewhere in between, why would things be easy? If things are easy, we'd be in heaven. But things can't be totally harsh because there are good times and there is good, so we're not in hell either. I'd say we're in like a middle ground, and we're kind of just like we're going through the motions. And for people who aren't religious, they find some other ways or means to cope with the harsh time. You know, my thing is, and it's like my friends told me, you know, things could be a lot worse, and I try and think about that all the time. Who am I to say that my life is difficult and that I can't take it anymore, whenever there are people in other parts of the world who are going through something equally, if not more worse than me? From their perspective, I sound like a spoiled brat or a piece of shit because I'm taking my life for granted. I'm sure I can be very hypocritical about it at times, but like I just don't appreciate like how ungrateful people can be. Life is difficult, but it doesn't have to be difficult, you know. So I agree, but you know, that's my counter to it.
Life is difficult.
Oh, yes, it is.
Yes, life is difficult.
Thank you. Chivalry is not dead. He's very chivalrous.
Life is hard. Like, as a kid, have very bad anxiety, which does not help with how hard life is. There is smooth sailing, and then something bad just strikes up at you, and you aren't ready, and then it all happens all over again. And it is very, very hard to do that.
Life has its seasons, just like winter, spring, summer, and fall. You have to really be strong to go through those rough seasons. But yeah, life can be tough. It can be tough. Yeah.
I also think that your lives were kind of harder than ours now because, like, for research, instead of like reading a book and looking for the right specific page, we could do that.
Specific page. Oh my god. What a 9-year-old thing to say. I'm not even like trying to clown, it's just cute. Oh. Specific. Oh. Oh man. Nah, but you know, on a serious note, I do agree. To them, life probably was difficult. Like, I don't think their life is nearly as difficult now than it was back then. But yeah, definitely, it was definitely more difficult than all three of them could possibly imagine. Like, it just had to be.
But we can also just like internet, and then we can find exactly what we're looking for.
Also, the rights that we have. Back then, if I'm correct, like around the 1930s to the 1940s, life was hard because of segregation, of discrimination, of women's rights. And in some sense, I feel like that today's life is somewhat easier.
Well, guess what, Neil? I think that kids are having it rough today. And I am so glad I'm...
Man, dude, wow. Like, dude, I just keep getting, like, hit beat for beat, dude. Like, because on one end, their lives back then were terrible, you know. Were difficult, I should say. My bad, not terrible. I don't think their lives are rough now, but I feel like as they get older, their lives will get tough. After I graduated, I started noticing like everything. It was really just eye-opening to see that, like, wow, like we are not doing okay in the world right now.
Not of this generation.
I've been bullied. Some have been because of my culture, because of the food I eat, because of the clothes that I wear. People...
I feel like Neil's kind of like giving off the impression that he got bullied either A, because he's, I'm assuming, smart, and B, because of his cultural background.
think that I'm different from them.
How do you react to such bullies?
You can't stress on these small things, these small nuances. Instead of reacting to what they're saying, I ignore it. And usually that turns out to be the best solution.
Well, life happens.
Well, that's right.
And you have to deal with it. Mm-hmm. You can't say, why did that happen to me? Why not? I mean, why not you? What's so different that it shouldn't happen to you?
I feel like things, like bad things happen to you just out of pure timing. If you walk a certain direction, if you pick up the phone, if you don't pick up the phone, and you wait too late to pick up the phone. It's all about timing, because you know everything is on the same little path as us, or we're all on different paths, but you know the world is still moving.
Can't feel sorry for yourself when something happens.
That's right.
You have to help yourself.
Yeah.
And it's how you deal with the difficult time that's important.
Yeah.
Because you have to go forward, not backward.
I just wanted to say quickly that you guys were all really wise. You guys have had ups and downs. You guys have had hardships. And I was very fortunate to talk to you guys. Thank you, yeah.
Thank you.
I'm not worried about the future because you are the future. I would encourage you all to interview your elders because you don't want to miss out on anything, any facts about your family.
For me, my parting words is that I hope you all have a good day now. No, like not even just a good day, a good life.
Thank you.
Thank
And we
you.
hope
Thank
you do too, and we hope your life is wonderful, life full of interest.
All right, thank you. You can clap for yourself.
Yeah, that was a really good video. I will clap that. Like, wow, that was amazing. And that was a really good video. I need to get off of this. We've been watching this for over an hour. Let's get into the next one.